Hey there, After Stream Dark here, just fill you in on what happened. It took me about a bit over 2 hours into my stream to realize my mic had disconnected right before the stream started, so you wouldn't be able to hear me until I realized the problem and fixed it. Good news? You missed nothing of the stream. It was just me trying to grind that gold, so when it died of the demons there, it was not great for my party, so I'll just skip to the part where I fixed the mic. You didn't really miss much. Thank you. Enjoy. Hold on. It wasn't even recording anything. You know what? That's fine. Even though it hasn't been it hasn't been recording any of my voice. It really doesn't matter. You didn't really miss that much. Just me complaining that I just want to fight. Yeah, that's fine. It didn't really matter that much. We haven't really gotten that far into this. To be honest, I'm only grinding for one skill in particular so I can get a very strong physical attack. But I think that should actually be enough. I mean, magic's also my secondary stat, so it should be fine. Alright. I don't know what was with OBS, but let's just get on with it. Time to fight Joker. Serizawa-kun, are you alright? Don't come near me. We've arrested Yoichi Makimura. The law will punish him. There's no reason to throw your life away just for this lowlife. Listen to Suo. Makimura was kind to him, so... Is Maya there? I'm right here, Ulala.
私が殺したいのはお前なんだよ、マーヤ。
ジョーカー、成長してるのか。女は魔物か。嫌だね。しゃあねえ、一応目覚まさせてやるか。
Damn. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well then. And dang. Try this again. Good boy.
ジョーカー、成長してるのか。女は魔物か。嫌だね。しゃあねえ、一応目覚まさせてやるか。
Have Katsuya defend. And there we go. Media. Finally. I'm sorry, Maya. I didn't think it was true. Cursed you when I was drunk. Whatever I do, I usually fail. I've taken extracurricular lessons, obtained licenses, but never found a future in them. It seems that Maya had everything. Sorry, I'm such a fool. She's the evil one. You guys better finish her off before she hurts someone. Hey, I'm not the one who tried to kill her best friend. She's the one with the problems. Officer, do your job and put her away. Don't you think she's a cruel person? Seriously, man. Maya. Nice try, Makimura. We all know what you want to happen. If Serizawa dies, the evidence that puts you away goes with her. Do you think we're that stupid? Son of a... Hold it, sir. Let me handle this. Wouldn't want you to get in trouble. Oh, my face! You're just gonna look the other way? You're a police officer, right? Do your job! Wait, he's right. Thanks Serizawa-kun for that one. If I ever see your face again, I'll personally hunt you down. Oh, okay, I'm returning the money. I won't con anyone anymore, I promise. Hana-kun, you get her to a hospital. So that's it. A Joker is the same as a persona. No doctor can help her. If we want to yank that demon out of her, I know a place. You're talking about the Velvet Room, right? Guess we have no choice. Let's hurry. Igor had to make a call. A Joker is the heart's shadow. The heart exists only when there is light and dark. You can't just make it disappear. It retreats to the sea of unconsciousness for now, but it will rise whenever it can. That is up to Miss Serizawa. Maya? You've come around. You can rest easy, Serizawa-kun, but... rest is up to me, right? I heard. I'm really sorry, Maya. I know I can't change what I've done, but I promise I'll be there when you need me. My grandmother always told me to repay your debts. Thank you, Maya. Hello, Amano-san? It's me, Anna Yoshizaka. I got your number from Mayumi at Kismet. Mayuzumi. Eh? Noriko suddenly became a joker. Someone must have kidnapped her. She must have used the Joker curse on someone. Everyone who's been kidnapped is being held at a club called Zodiac. I'm going there right now. This is for saving me at the clock tower. Bye. Noriko was behind the murders of the principal and the hit-and-run suspect. Why would anyone start kidnapping people who use the Joker curse? I'm sure we'll find out when we get down to that club. I got a bad feeling about this. Ulala, seriously underleveled. Well, let's save. Because I don't want to do all that over again. Seriously, level 12? There's no way I could get through that at level 12. I can't go back in there, right? Yeah. Made it. Thanks again for saving me at the clock tower. Yeah, Tatsuya is. Tatsuya, where's he now? That's right. Tatsuya and I hang out here a lot. He's really bad, but he's so kind. But lately he's been acting up and not been around. Tatsuya said before he disappeared. Atone for my sins was what he said. Whatever that means. Sins. Where are these people have been supposedly kidnapped? In the back, the club was bought by a Taiwanese mafia. Kidnappers spoke Chinese. I see. And leave Noriko and Tatsuya-kun to us. Take care of those two. They're the only people who could carry on a decent conversation with me. How you doing, Bofu? Made a place like this their hideout. They're underestimating me. Home for sins. What sins, Tatsuya? The Wops Casino is behind that club. I'm curious since I like gambling. Want me to read your luck? Maybe later. Right now my luck is terrible. Moved it from being
手こぼりボール
ノックアウトね。
You need a better one. I don't know what you can use. That's good.
ちょめちょめタイム。
女性とは一言も
やるわよ、みんな。
正当防衛だ文句はないな
ダメだ、この野郎。
Kind of.
正当防衛だ文句はないな
If I'm going to go back to switch out the missions for Boulder Smash.
かわいそうにな
Fusion spells, Boulder Smash, auto.
ごめんなさい。
Password.
ちょめちょめタイム。
あっけねえ
「
Now he can attack a group of enemies. So,
かわいそうにな。
なんだその顔。
ノックアウトね。で、誰からマックにしてくれたい？
あっけねえ。
I'd go back and get her persona, but she's way too low level to get any other personas from here.
当然の結果ってやつだ。
やるわよ、みんな。ノックアウトね。
How many more turns do I need? Three-ish. Ish. Very close though.
警察だ。全員動くな。あっけねえ。
One, two-ish more battles. I don't know.
お前ら全員減退だ。言い訳なら署で聞こう。
I want her to be at least level 16 before I give her anything. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't matter what level she is. Because I was a higher level, and I could still put the lower level persona on her. On Jin. Was it Jin? It was someone in Innocent Sin.
かわいそうにな。
Ada Fury. Uzionga. Uzionga or something? That room. You guys just wait here. Tell me the password. I'm starting to get angry. What are you doing? No, don't. Be glad I didn't kill you. Password is Panther. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You gonna bust me then? They'll know you're working alone. Go ahead if you like, I don't care. Did you ever quit? We got the password, right? Let's get out of here. Password is Panther. Got into Baofu. Scares me sometimes. There's more to Baofu's relationship with the Mafia than what he's letting on. Eh, ain't that the truth? Fire or wind? Not gonna help. Just attack. I need a strong physical attack though. And I need to switch her off to a different persona because she has enough agility. For real, I really don't need any more agility with her. Miracle Soda. And you're gonna actually need that switch too. Something else. I think it should be Vitality for you. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my, I didn't expect you would bring someone's memory shard to a place like this. This appears to belong to Master Tetsuya Suo somehow. Seems Master Tetsuya knows quite a few things that you do not. You will be able to learn them for yourself by peeking into this memory shard. However, there may be things among them you must not know yet. I encourage you to be prepared as you peek in. Memory shard. Lone Shadow 1. Konan Luna Palace. Shiori Heroes. Konan Tatsuya-gun. The room over there is open, so feel free to use it. I lived in a bachelor housing until last year. I didn't have any privacy at all, though, so I splurged and rented this place. It's kind of big for someone to be living alone, so you came in just the right time. I mean, come on, this is the only place with an open room close to my workplace. Yeah, we'll carry the living room sofa to your room later, or would you prefer a bed? I don't know, if you want to watch TV, you can use this room at any time. When I invited him to my home, clothes and what few cosmetics I own were scattered all over. I tried to keep chatting in as bright a tone as possible while I tidied up. But I might have sounded a little shrill and nervous. I didn't know if he was being considerate or was just embarrassed by the state of my apartment. He loitered by the window, stoic and silent without looking at the room. Instead, the long shadow that bore across my floor told the tale of his mental state, of lost bearings, of rejection, of loneliness. He meant to vanish somewhere, like shadows slipping into darkness with the sunset, doing something all on his own, now and forever. But I wouldn't allow it. I've had circumstances that have been on hold for 10 years. That's right, this wasn't just his story, it was both of ours. Yumazaki Ward, Club Zodiac. Just earlier. Ana Yoshizaka-san. For you. The fact that she didn't deny it when I suddenly asked her name instead of asking for my identity proved that it was her. I was prepared for it and opened my purse and thrust my ID into her face. Her blank expression was unusual for a kid at her age. I didn't much like my own surly portrait, which was printed above my full name and my rank as a policewoman. I'm Shiori Miyashiro, with the Konan PD Juvenile Division. A pleasure to meet you. I only came here to use the bathroom. I'm just about to head home. You already guessed why a juvie detective, and not one of the traffic cops she's acquainted with, showed up at this hour. As Anna moved away from the wall she had been leaning against, she told me a bald-faced lie and began walking towards the exit. That's not what I came here for. Not today. I got things I want to ask you. Anna stopped, glanced over her shoulder, and fixed me with an emotionless stare. I realized she jumped to conclusions on why I come. Otherwise, it wouldn't have mattered what I said. She just tried to leave. Just as she'd been doing to avoid causing trouble for the club. Every community has unwritten rules. She dropped out of school and the track and field scene, and was found her place in the world where she didn't belong. She was already a part of this apathetic subculture. You know that Daisuke Kaneda, the man who did the hit and run on you and got out on bail, correct? What about it? He was killed. The first hint of emotion appeared on Anna's face. Even that was evanescent. When her beautiful eyebrows twisting with suspicion returned to her old stony faced mask, she let out a single brief sigh. So you came to investigate me. When did he die? Anna, no doubt, knew far too well what the cops would have asked at a time like this. Due to the incident that ended her sports career, she beat me to the punch by asking for Kaneda's estimated time of death. She wasn't just gutsy, but also quick on the uptake. Naturally, she would have an alibi. It wasn't like I doubted it either. But with the state of Sumeru City, it was possible to kill a person without ever personally laying a hand on them. I'm not interested in your alibi. A proper investigator will no doubt come ask you about that soon enough. What I want to know about this, have you seen this before? I pulled out a message card with white letters printed on a black field and handed it to her. You're next. The hell is this? The sender is Joker. He's the bizarre murderous monster from Rumor, you know? The one where you could call your number from your cell. You'll kill someone you hate for you. You've heard of him, right? Something identical to that had arrived at Kaneda's home. It seems that Joker's conscious enough to send an advance notice. Conscientious? I never would have expected it to match the rumor so perfectly. Oh, so you think I asked him to kill the guy? Sorry, but if I wanted him dead, I would have done it myself. Anna casually flipped the card over and glanced at the address, and was about to hand it back when she stopped herself. This is the second time today she made that face. That's right. It's my own address. Got any hunches? I think it's a prank. There could be some kid who's got a grudge against me for the work I do. But no, this is my doing. I called the Joker and asked him to kill Shiori Miyashiro. I didn't know if she was lost for words, but Anna's expression didn't return to its blank mask. There were probably a lot of guys who would love to see her make different faces for her usual mask. My efforts would have been praised by those gyrating bodies on the dance floor. Although I doubt it was this face that the guys wanted to see. Have you ever called your number from your own cell? Normally it acts as though the line's busy and won't connect, but this went through. He never said a word, but the person from the rumor definitely picked up the line. Why'd you give him your own name? There's no way I could test it using someone else's name. Hey, what was it for you? Does Joker just kill the other person, or did he just demand a reward for compensation or something? Have you ever held a conversation with him or seen him in person? His hair. You think if he didn't cut it, it would look like an unkempt lion's mane? Wasn't he in his late 20s? Maybe around 27, 28? As I prattled on, Anna appeared to shut me out again. With a cold look, she stretched her arm out and handed the advance notice back to me. You want to know that bad? Why not ask him? If there really is a Joker, he'll come to kill you, right? Sorry, but since you went to the trouble of preparing that little prop, but I didn't ask him to kill anybody. Exactly right. If the Joker was just as rumored, even if I had left him alone, he'd come to me. I just had to wait. That was my intention from the beginning. That's why I gave my name to whoever was loitering on the other side of the bug tap. Despite that, I paid this girl a visit because I wanted to calm my nerves. The photo of the victim flashed before my eyes. I'd seen the picture at the Assembly HQ investigating the bizarre serial murders. Nobody wanted to die like that. If she had requested a murder from Joker, then I might have gotten a clue leading to his identity. But then I would have been able to arrest Joker before there had been any more victims. But that meant this luckless girl would have been accused for either being accessory, the prime suspect in the murders, or someone else instigating them. I was in such a hurry to capture the true Joker that I only thought about my own benefit and unconsciously hoped for that. So naturally, she held me in contempt. This wasn't how a policewoman representing the juvenile division, which handled the well-being of young people, should have conducted herself. Still, I was a little relieved, judging by how she reacted so far. This girl was innocent. My expressly accusatory interrogation had pissed her off. You're absolutely right. Sorry for giving you the third degree. I really ought to confirm it myself, after all. I looked at her without permission from the investigation HQ, but to make up for offending her when she was also a victim of a crime. I might have been working on my own, but if I broke faith with the system, I'd end up just another dirty cop. That wasn't an option for me. Besides which, the name of the game was to unmask, stop, and arrest Joker. I steel myself and approached the employee at the entrance that showed him my badge and spoke. His club has a VIP floor further in, right? Are there any entrances besides that door over there? The man tried to avoid meeting my eyes. He knew I was going to be trouble. Nah, we recently switched owners, and back's mid-renovation. Nobody's using it right now, so it's empty. How convenient. I'd like you to rent it to me till morning. Could you give me the key? No way, I'm a part-timer. I don't know anything about that kind of shit. This club's reported that it's a Type 3 business, right? Wonder what time is it now? Just when did the alcohol start flowing freely? I'm sure you know the food and entertainment laws. If you don't, perhaps I could take you on a tour of the police station. I think at worst you get a month of casual leave. The new owner won't get mad, right? Casual leave, in other words, he'd be arrested as an accomplice, and the business would get suspended. By law, businesses where customers stand and dance must report applying for a license to serve food and drink. But once they get it, they can't do business past midnight. Stupidly honest clubs that early aren't popular. If they want to do business till dawn, they ought to apply as a restaurant that serves liquor late at night. But if they do that, then they can't let customers dance anymore. So-called small and medium-sized clubs conduct legally gray business practice just by looking the other way. I understand. What the hell are you gonna do? Please don't get me in trouble. Thanks, I'm just gonna dance till dawn. If I survive, that is. He gave me 2 keys and I handed my business card, which had my cell phone number on it. It was the card I give to kids I was providing guidance to. I naturally tell them to call me if they had any problems. Naturally, to prevent misuse, I didn't mention that I was a policewoman. Then I politely asked for his cooperation, namely, to call me if anyone else tried to enter the VIP floor. I added that if morning comes and nobody leaves, that he should call Sergeant Suo, the Criminal Investigations Division. I emphasized that he'd not contact any other policemen. I was sure Detective Suo would be shocked if he got a call just like I requested. After all, we'd never really talked before anyway. Even if he only knew me by name, I knew him well. The hell are you trying to pull? All of the victims until now have been targeted in places where they were alone. If I'm going to head into the back, I'm staying by myself. Staying by myself is ideal. There's no exit or entrance besides this one, so if anyone but me leaves through here, then that means they're Joker. Apart from before. It's the real deal? Hurry up and go home. Not all adults are as understanding as I am. So keep your carousing to a minimum. No matter what happens, you mustn't come peek inside. That guy you mentioned earlier, Detective Suo. He'll probably come see you before long. He's heading to the investigation on 501. Joker. When he arrives, explain to him what I asked you tonight, and tell him that you don't know anything beyond that. He doesn't think you requested the hit from 501 either. Upon telling Anna that I passed the door to the VIP floor, just in case, I locked the door from the inside. If I were 501, there's no way I'd ignore a locked room mystery of this caliber. The hallway connected to the secret dance floor changed into a red Chinese style design. Word on the street is that nobody got in without the say-so of a regular. It looked like the rumors that the Taiwanese mafia bought out this club was somehow true. Or when I came to do guidance for the students at Kasagiyama High, Club Zodiac was a cheap place arranged with constellations, as the name implies. While walking through vulgar red corridor, the sort only the nouveau riche. Like I pulled out my saw and called a familiar number. After the 5th ring, someone came up on the line just like before. The rumor was true. Remember I asked you to kill Shiori Miyashiro? She's in the VIP floor at Club Zodiac, Yumazaki Ward. That's all I said before I hung up the phone. There's no going back anymore. At the end of the night, I'd know if the rumors were true or not. If I failed, I'd just add another corpse to the pile. Suo household garage. At that moment, I remembered everything. I remember that I was from the other side and everything that happened there. Mayane, Mayuzumi-san, Akechi, Lisa, and Jun, we swore we'd never forget each other. And then we were torn apart. My friends watched Mayane and me. Mayane. The other Mayane was smiling right before my eyes. Are you okay? You're not hurt. Sorry about that, I'm a klutz. Have we met somewhere before? We did. We did, yes we did. There's no way I could have forgotten. Even if you told me to, absolutely. Back when we were kids, I was always chasing after you. That's right, please never stop smiling like that. June and I promised we'd protect your smile. But I screwed up. First time was 10 years ago. The second was in his world. And the third time... Damn it. Damn it. Gotta get the hell out of here. I had no idea what I should do. That's why I shut myself within the body of another me and decided to sleep. If I saw nothing, heard nothing, and felt nothing, then maybe, just maybe, the peaceful days everyone had gained would continue uninterrupted. There's no way he would let that slide. You may flee your sins and hide yourself if you like, but you do know what will happen what will become of this world, don't you? You marionette strung on the threads of fate. No one can escape the jaws of despair. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. In my dream, he left branded on my right hand the mark of a sinner possessed by darkness. It dawned on me what was supposed to happen. What was about to happen. People can neither run nor hide from themselves. There was one thing I had to do. If you want my life, I'll give it to you. If you tell me to fall into darkness, I'll do it. But I won't let anyone have their way with Mayane, or this world where my friends live. I'm the only one he can do as he pleases with, but I won't go down easy. In exchange for everything I am, I'll burn that scornful, faceless mask. And everything else of his to ashes. It's the one and only thing I could do to atone. Suddenly, the cell phone rang. It wasn't my brother's. His calls were already blocked without me having to do anything. Looks like this me got along with his brother about as well as I did with mine. The caller ID said I was from Anna Yoshizaka. I knew the me on this side hung with Yoshizaka, but I'm not really him. I can't respond to her like he would. It rang 10, 20, 30 times before I gave up and took the call. Nothing else. As long as I was temporarily borrowing this body, I figured it'd be better to tell Yoshizaka that I can't stay in touch. Tatsuya, you're not her, are you? No. I thought something happened. I knew that Yoshizaka had been waiting all night for me on this side to show up at Club Zodiac. But she didn't blame me for ditching her or ignoring her phone. Just expressed her relief. The only person she talked like this to was the other me, on the other side. I also had close relationships like he, Yoshizaka, have here. Chest hurt. Tatsuya, you said your brother was a cop, right? Earlier, this weird cop chick came and hauled herself up onto the VIP floor. Seems like she called Joker and told him to kill her. She asked Nakamura-san to give your brother a ring in the morning if she didn't come out. You don't want to see your brother, right? I'm gonna go check up on her in a bit, but it'd be better if you didn't come tonight. That's all. The other me had probably never broken a promise. Yoshizaka still believed I would come, so she went out of her way to call so I wouldn't run afoul of my brother on this side. But the bigger shock was hearing her say Joker's name. On the other side, Mayani and the rest of us have fought against Yoshizaka, who become one of Joker's minions. Don't, Yoshizaka. Don't you dare go in. I'll go. Get out of there right now. Don't get anywhere near Joker. Yoshizaka? Okay, if that's what you want. That's what you say. I'll do it, Tatsuya. Me and this side called Yoshizaka by your first name. I didn't have time to correct myself, though. Joker might have already been close by. I was concerned about the woman dropping my brother's name, too. On the other side, my best friend Jun Kurosu put on the Joker's mask after he screwed with his memories. But Jun kept his final promise. He should have lost his memories on the other side. Now be living peacefully on this side as Jun Kashihara. Lots of reading. Someone who wasn't Jun had become this side's Joker and is committing serial murder as his pawn, marking the end and a new beginning. I vividly recall the last line of the Oracle of Maya, which had served as the trigger to the destruction of the other side. The same thing happened on the other side was happening here. The distortion that he had set over 10 years ago had extended over 2 worlds. He had known from the start what choice we'd make after losing Mayani, and how things would turn out afterwards. Gritting my teeth and grabbed my extra helmet from Yoshizaka, just in case, and sped off into the night on my motorcycle. Fine then, I'll go ahead and tear the slimy distortion he wove into causality to pieces, and then finally rip his throat out. Club Zodiac. Tatsuya. When I reached the club, Yoshizaka spotted me and came running with a slight limp. A reminder of the hit and run. Why are you still here, Yoshizaka? Sorry, but... When Yoshizaka finished explaining what was going on, the club employee called out to me, looking nervous. He was acquainted with the other me, Nakamura, if I remember right. No, Tatsuya, I heard from Anna-chan. But Detective Suo's your big bro, right? I ain't calling the pigs from the club. Do you know what that lady caught too? Damn it, this ain't funny. Normally the new owner's got the man's number. Nakamura-san, lend me the key to the back. I know you got a spare. I'll talk to her. Talk? Hell no, she said she'd ring it in if anyone tried to go in after her. She's a cop, dude, a cop. You don't have to call. I spotted and picked up a business card, and I guess that lady detective had left on the counter. Shiori Miyashiro. I went ahead and memorized her name and phone number. The next instant, the card burned in my hand and turned to ashes. That's a magic trick? Nakamura yelped in surprise. Even Yoshizaka, whose expression hardly ever changed, widened in her eyes. Still, I wouldn't have been able to see the armor of my persona, Apollo. Oh, they wouldn't. Key. When I held out my hand, Nakamura got the key out from the case and handed it over, trembling with fear. The only spare I got right now is the key for that door. You know there's another door deeper in, right? I forgot the key for that one is in the staff room. While I nodded, I grabbed the wooden sword that was crammed into the umbrella stand behind the counter. Given what kind of club this was, the rare brawl would break out between customers. The other me knew Nakamura had prepared it for self-defense, meaning I knew it too. Hey, you couldn't be Joker. You couldn't be, right? When I looked up at him, Nakamura shrank away. Don't go spreading weird rumors. If it's the same as other problems, then if it's the same as the other side, then it'll cause problems. Other side? The hell are you talking about? Freaking me out, man. Hey, Nakamura, no mind. But when I tried to head for the VIP floor, Yoshizaka blocked my way. You've been acting weird lately. Are you really Tatsuya? Women really are sharp, but she's half right and half wrong. But then it was natural for her to have suspicions. The other me would have dealt with them better. He'd even joked around with her before, tried to get Yoshizaka to laugh with some lame impression. Not like me. It was extremely unlikely that I'd get Yoshizaka to move until she got an acceptable answer. Nothing for it, I decided to tell her the truth. I'm me. Do I look like anyone else to you? On the other side, I had a scar on my back, carved there by Pseudo 10 years ago. The other me wouldn't have it, or shouldn't. I was borrowing the body of that me. She would have known about my scar on my back as long as I didn't strip. This side's branched off by erasing the fact that Mayani, Akechi, Lisa, and Jun met 10 years ago. Me and Maya never got attacked by Pseudo either. But lately, ever since I started to take control of it, scars have been appearing on this body too. It's like an omen that the other side is in the process of encroaching onto this side. Without replying, Yoshizaka bore her eyes into mine. She was tall for a woman, but I still had a head on her. You couldn't tell that I was different Tatsuya on the inside, could she? What are you going to do, as I said? Go home already, Yoshizaka, before things get any worse. Yoshizaka averted her eyes. Someone really gonna kill her? Said some awful shit to her. I didn't know what she said to her, but Yoshizaka didn't need to worry about this. That woman should have taken responsibility. She was the one who caused this mess. Don't worry, Yoshizaka, I won't let her get killed. That's why I came here. Hey, what do you intend to do, Tatsuya? Atone for my sins. Don't get involved for me for a while. That said, I slept past Yoshizaka. Anytime I got involved with someone else, it brought me pain without fail. I didn't want to let anyone else feel this way ever again. With this, I'd bring this all to an end. Saving that. I'm definitely gonna have to get all the additional scenarios. On the other side of the hallway had a cheap-looking upholstery spangled with constellations to match Club Zodiac's name. Here had been changed to a Chinese-style red upholstery. Nakamura said the proprietor had changed. I wonder if they were trying to set up a Chinese restaurant in the interior. And a few winged monsters I had never seen before dropped down the ceiling, hallway ceiling. They were not altogether hornets, nor crabs, nor ants, nor vampire bats, but creatures unpleasantly, horrifically eerie. If I wasn't awakened to my persona, just looking upon them may have driven me mad and sent me screaming from the room. That's how big of a punch they packed. They snapped back their wings with a whip-like crack, and a malicious buzz started emanating from their abdomens, which were swollen like a hornet's. They had mouths. Tatsuya, you have too much of an inner monologue in this. They had mouths on their what looked like to be their heads, but it seemed like the voices came from below. I couldn't quite pronounce it correctly myself, but I heard noises like Biyaki, or Bayake, or yeah, Hastur. Last time it was Nyarlathotep, now we're dealing with Hastur? Anyway, they were probably his bright idea. This was meant that there would be demons past this point. You're telling me to do a warm-up, huh? Sorry, but I'm not gonna waste my time swatting flies. Get out, now. When I grumbled that to him, who was watching from somewhere, they made that grating yeah noise from the abdomen simultaneously and then flew at me with incredible vigor through the narrow hallway at me. Eesh. Wait, do I get to keep these cards? This open door feels like a good card. When they died, the monsters foamed violently like dry ice and vanished, leaving behind a nose-twisting stench. I couldn't afford to drag my feet here. I needed to get the other key that Nakamura forgot in the staff room or to enter the VIP floor further in. It'd be easy to bust down a single door, but there's a policewoman inside. If I made a show busting up the club, I'd get Nakamura in trouble, and the other me would get accused of a crime he wouldn't remember committing. I wanted to do this as carefully as possible. I ran in, heading for the staff room. Ikaja. Alright. Well, the Kaja seems fine, but...
命拾いしたな。邪魔するな。悪いな。命拾いしたな。
This is the VIP store stairs. So, other side should have ones that lead to the storeroom.
悪いな。
This is too unquestionably a secret room, but Shiori Miyashiro was nowhere inside. According to Yoshizaka, it seems she requested her own death so she could arrest Joker. Normally, a signal detective wouldn't go that far. It also concerned me that she forbade contact with any police officer besides my brother. There must have been something else going on. Could it have been that there was some connection between the police and Joker? I spotted the key on top of the table when I tried to approach. The corners of the room twisted mushily, with a nauseating stench from the twisted space. Several filthy tentacles stretched out. I jumped back and barely evaded them as the tentacles flung thick mucus across the room. Smoke rose violently from the walls. This thing's limbs were melting them. Something was trying to rip through dimensions, using tentacles stretched to the walls as a foothold, and force its way onto this side. The walls crawled, and so did my flesh. I had never seen this thing until now, either. The demons of the other side of this side were more grotesque than the other side. No, and in worse taste than the ones I see on the other side. Chub? Oh boy. Calling a lot of outer gods. Its body was at once a festering cloud like an octopus and twisted tree, and its many mucus discharging mouths set my teeth on edge. Its black feet were split like goat hooves. If a normal person had seen this monster, they probably got insane. When you awaken to your persona ability to the other you who possess powers like gods and demons, you become able to summon a persona. If you call forth a god who holds a sway over fire like my Apollo, you can even manipulate flames at will. In the depths of human hearts shared with all people, there is a domain where mythological archetypes dwell, and they grant an influence over individuals' personality development. Mayane said that the anecdotes of mythological divinities the world over probably exist because of that. Gods and demons exist not in heaven and hell, but in the hearts of humanity. Persona even have the influence on the physical and mental abilities. My ability to wield a sword like a master and my resistance to terror are both thanks to my persona. Gods and demons are not only archetypes sleeping in the human heart. If the collective unconsciousness is where all human psyches are born and return to, that means I too exist somewhere in the world of the subconscious as a master of arms. But neither you nor I belong on this side. Go home. If I didn't sell things fast, I'd suffocate on this thing's stench and the reek of the burning walls. I might have been a persona user, but if I couldn't breathe, I'd die. Well, why? Why did I have to? Got to be kidding me. Oh, I can skip like that. Okay, that's fine. Can I please leave and go buy something? Please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ten beads, thank you. At least I got some healing. They had to give me a little break. Knowing that I'm using a persona that has no healing.
目が甘かったな。邪魔するな。爪が甘かったな。
Push to sing. Yeah, single. Oh. Nice. The second I managed to kick that pseudo goat out of this world, I grabbed the VIP floor key and left out of that stinking room. When Nakamura saw the state inside, he'd scream. I tried my best to be careful, though. I hope he wouldn't blame me, the other me, afterwards. Eesh. Yeah, outer gods and demons.
悪い。爪が甘かったな。
Save again. So I don't have to face Shub again. Huh. This dream again. I'm so sick of it. That's because lately I've been doing research on the 501 right after getting off work. I hadn't slept well at all. When I leaned my back against the wall, the VIP floor entrance, I started lucid dreaming while upright. Gold butterfly danced around a room that was encircled by pillars. Its flight pattern was even frailer than usual, but I knew what was about to happen. I mean, the butterfly was just gonna turn into a masked person and ask me my name like always. My kid brother had bugged me into playing this weird game, and ever since, I've had this dream over and over again. Sure enough, the butterfly vanished, and the masked person took its place. Something unusual, though. Their androgynous voice was harder to hear, and their body had gone dim and see-through. Now that I thought about it, the space between the pillars was redder and hazier than usual, too. It doesn't matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you. Besides, no one ever believed me when I told them the truth anyway. I had seen him, the man who dismembered my little brother. What I wanted to know was the butterfly person's name. Want to know mine? Tell me yours first. No. Now that I was an adult, it was different. What I wanted to know was whether the rumor was true or not. Rumor that Joker is Tatsuya Sudo, monstrous serial killer from 10 years ago who was never caught. Becoming a policewoman let me figure out that the culprit was Tatsuya Sudo, the son of Tatsuzo Sudo, the incumbent Prime Minister of Foreign Affairs. I had no proof, though. In which case, I just had to prove that the culprit back then was Joker were one and the same, just as the rumor said, and then figure out where he was. It had taken me 10 years to get to this point. My dream of memories, I got all mixed up. Just then I heard a door unlock and the knob turn. I drew my P230 JP from my backside holster, pulled back the hammer and disengaged the manual safety. Trigger would be a lighter this way if it had just been released. If I had just released the safety and shot using double action. Ever since the investigation for the Bureau for 501 was formed, the order for all officers to be armed had officially been given to the Juvenile Division cooperating jurisdiction. The entrance opened quietly. A tall shadow entered the dim dance floor, backdropped by lighting. He carried a cylindrical weapon. Turned over his head, looked like a sword, which matched the weapon wounds 501's victims according to the forensic investigations. This is the police. Throw down your weapon. The voice sounded hoarse as he yelled that, aiming at the shadow's head from the side. Ugh, I could have used a hot green tea. Shiori Miyashiro, alright? I have my gun in your head. Throw down your weapon. The shadow barely moves as if he were a statue. But I didn't know if he was prepared for this. He immediately released his lethal weapon. I kicked it away from where it fell on the floor, then shouted at him with my gun trained on him. You're under arrest for being in violation of the Swords and Firearms law. It's behind your head and drop to your knees. He placed his hands on the back of his head and obediently dropped to his knees. I couldn't let my guard down, though. His victims weren't just cut down, There were some where it seemed like they were eaten alive. Who knew what kind of deadly weapon he had hidden on him? If he showed even the slightest sign of resisting, I intended to gun him down without hesitation. Japan police officers can't do shooting practice beyond 36 bullets worth a year, so it's difficult just to hit a moving target. Not to mention there was no way you could stop homicidal maniacs and junkies with just a single 32 caliber bullet. Overseas there had been controversy whether 9mm caliber would have enough force. Of course, there's probably a problem with using excessive force. Truth is, though, I wanted 501 dead. He was clearly the culprit. Even if I secured him, he received a non-indictment due to being unsound mind and get institutionalized, and if I was unlucky, be back on the streets before 2 months had passed. He'd leave free as a bird without anyone asking what his crimes was. In this country, there's no judicial institution in place to handle mentally impaired people who've committed atrocious crimes. Voluntarily institutionalization ultimately targets the mental disability. They can't handle them as criminals. Consequently, once it's been judged that there's no fear of them harming themselves or others, they must be discharged immediately, even if the very doctor who examined them felt that there was a risk. recidivism? Ugh. There have been several movements trying to introduce measures preserving law and order with stronger binding force. However, because they've been stymied many times over because a strong protest from opposing faction that touts protection of human rights. Then what about the human rights of the victims? The rights of the victims who had one day had their uneventful but happy lives ripped from them all of a sudden and left those behind. The perpetrator wasn't in a normal state of mind. They're incapable of taking responsibility. Are you telling me to accept that? My loved one's life, future, unreasonably stolen. The man responsible gets protected in the name of human rights. This is the status quo for the country's administration of justice. Are you crying? It's natural for someone to tear up when they're so tense. You can see the corners of my eyes in this dim light. Whatever, it wasn't his damn business. Also, that's a wooden sword. Shadow jutted his chin at the weapon on the floor. I glanced at it without turning my head to confirm it was true. The hallway light streaming in the door illuminated the wooden sword, and I couldn't charge him with a violation of swords, firearms control law. Pick it up now. No, you may still have committed unlawful assembly with deadly weapons. What is your name? Tatsuya Suo. Suo. I turned off the hall light with the remote. On the other hand, looked at the shadow's face, where it was intensely in it. This was definitely a young man. I guess he was about 17 or 18 years old. He looked like Sergeant Suo. Was he former Detective Suo's child? What was he doing here? Was he Joker? I was confused. Do you have any ID? I think there's a driver's license in my wallet. I rode a motorbike to school, so I doubt it's unregistered. Talked about himself like he was someone else. A weird kid. Where's your wallet? My back pants pocket. Stand up slowly, place your hands on the wall and spread your legs. Once he obeyed my directions, I completely cleared a quick pat down. He didn't possess any other weapons. Inside his wallet was the normal motorbike license. They're called the so-called mid-license. There's his picture and name. It was Tatsuya Suo, right? Okay, turn this way. Keep your hands where I can see them. He obeyed me without question. At least his face and photo matched up at a glance. But there was something different about this boy in the photo, who gave a challenging smirk, like he'd fight anyone who looked at him funny. It was his eyes. What's with this kid's eyes? Like they sucked me in. A child looked like that. There was a detached quality to his gaze, like he resigned himself to or accept something. How did you know my name? Were you the one who picked up on the other end of the line, or did you hear it from your father? The address in his photo ID definitely matched what I had pinned down for Fumo? Former Detective Suo, no doubt about it. It was his son and Sergeant Suo. Little brother. What? My dad? No, I saw your business card downstairs. He was probably surprised that I knew his father, given his puzzled expression. Oh, right. I forgot. Man, there's too many Suos in this game. I forgot. His father is chief of police, and his older brother became an officer. Duh. I see. Did the people from the club ask you to chase me out, or did he come to kill me? You wouldn't happen to be Joker, would you? No, the club's got nothing to do with it. I came to warn you because Yoshizaka asked me to. If you stay here, Joker will really kill you. You mean that advance notice? If you know about that, then hurry up and go home. You don't understand at all. Your gun won't do a thing. The next moment I found myself staring blatantly at the center of his chest. It took me several seconds to comprehend he had seized my handgun along with my right hand and pulled me in close. His movements were hyper quick. My eyes played tricks on me, making it look like time had skipped. He tightly gripped the small automatic handgun with his large, decidedly unboyish left hand. The slide was retreating a bit too. Now, even if I pulled the trigger reflexively, it wouldn't shoot. Where in the world did he learn this? I felt the forceful beat of his heart on my cheek through his bright red bike leathers. When I looked up, I saw the handle of a fruit knife, something similar thrust all the way to the hilt on the wall next to his face. It hadn't been there a second ago. If my face hadn't been buried in his chest right now, that thing may have struck dead on the back of my head. When he removed his right hand, which held my head, he pulled out the knife next to his head, lowering at a spot further inside the club. The blade was about 10 centimeters long, but all of it has sunk into the wall. The physical strength of the person who threw it was impressive, though, but this kid who casually pulled it out was amazing, too. How long have you been there? You must start, dumbass. Tatsuya's question, the voice of another man behind me responded. It sounded like he was a good distance away. Been a long time since I had booze. Here I was thinking for a drink or 5. And about how to axe that broad when you came right in the way. The owner's voice? 501. It seemed that till that boy came, I'd been alone with him in the dark. When I had verified that there was no one in the dance hall. When did he get in here? Chill ran up my spine. When I twisted my body around as if to shake off my fear, Tatsuya-kun removed the hand that had been restraining me. Without a moment's delay, both alternating my gun at him and the voice of the direction of voice. Neither of you move. Throw down your weapons. Tatsuya-kun did as much as glance at me. I too kept my eyes fixed on the man further in. 10 years had gone by, but he looked exactly the same. This was without a doubt the man. The boy who stood next to Takuya's cruelly mangled corpse, his unforgettable, crazed smile. I knew he was 501, Tatsuya Sudo. Finally found you. First time no see, you brat. The voices told me all about you on the other side. Sudo sprawled on the sofa deeper inside the dance floor, his legs shamefully stretched across the cushions. He was gulping down an entire bottle of dry gin dangling from one hand. He probably pinched it from the bar counter next to him. He had a 5 o'clock shadow and an uncut hair growing out like a mane. He was wearing nothing but a coat on his shoulders, on top of a patient gown from a hospital somewhere. What a freakish outfit. He was carrying a cylindrical weapon on his left hand and unsheathed Japanese steel. I could arrest him for in flagrant delicto. Delicto? That's alone. But Tatsuya-kun walked right up to the Sudo without a trace of fear. At some point he had picked up the wooden sword. I knew I'd kicked away. It was right next to me this whole time. How had he picked it up? Flustered, I hurried after him. So you're Joker on this side, Tatsuya Sudo. Seems like something he'd do. These two clearly knew each other, but Sudo said for the first time. What do they mean by the other side? Who do they mean he? Is it supposed to be Tatsuzo Sudo? Subject of the unsavory rumors? I'm a stand-in, you know. A stand-in. Just till the real ones graces me with his awakening. The real Joker ain't me. You know that best of all, though, wouldn't ya? Yeah. Jun isn't a filthy murderer like you. You're Tatsuya Sudo. You can't just take Joker's pay. Can't just take Joker's place. Yeah, true. He ain't got an ugly mug like me. Thanks for the tip, rat. What I need is a mask. Joker's mask. Sudo uttered a vulgar snicker and gulped down the rest of his bottle. The booze that spilled out of his mouth tracked down his throat and drenched his blood-stained hospital gown. The one gracing him, understanding. What in the world they know that I didn't? Pseudo, it's not too late. You can still start over. Don't listen to his voice any longer. Start over? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but even 10 years ago, this piece it killed a whole lot of people. You can't bring the dead back to life. A detective shouldn't say anything like that, but right then, all I could do was scream it out. It didn't matter if he turned over a new leaf, it still wouldn't bring Takuya back. Tatsuya glanced back at me with a slightly shocked expression. You know that thermodynamics first law thing? It's all heat and energy. There's only so much of it to go around and you can't change what all you got. Get it? There's a fixed volume of energy in this universe. It's all got a different form. Just how it is. Fate shit's just the same. You got one guy who gets all to be all happy, so another guy's gotta be unhappy to make up for it. Like the meals you eat, right? You throw away what you can't polish off, right? In return, some assholes starve to death somewhere else in the world. I get it now. Voices are amazing. Voices. That Broad's kid sister. He was your stand-in. Stand-in? That day you shits changed your fate and ran off with your tails tucked. He got axed by me in your stead. You get it, right? So you could watch my face with widened eyes while listening to his story. Couldn't take my eyes off him either. Takuya was this boy's replacement? Right. He was supposed to kill Tatsuya in the other world. But since they never met, he couldn't kill him. So someone else had to die in his place. Well, that's what they said, but still, I'm trying to keep track of this. It's a lot of dialogue. Incoming phone call. I got another order to kill Maya Amano. The moment Sura said that, a shadow that looked like a crimson figure flared from Tatsuya-kun's body and assaulted Pseudo. Black figure seethed out from Pseudo's body too. Two men all of a sudden were locked in mortal combat over Tatsuya-kun and Pseudo's heads. The shadows clashed in the same form. Scarlet and sable flames intertwined and whirled all through the dance floor like two snakes trying to swallow each other whole. Several bottles that had been left on the counter exploded. The alcohol flames ran over the countertop. This is Joker, the persona your sin sired. How'd you like it? It looks just like you. Lay one finger on my knee and I swear I'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are, every time in every world. Whose fault is that the bitch died, huh? Whose fault that the other side got blown to hell? Shut up. You killed them all. I almost feel sorry for them. Take a good, hard look at my persona's happy face. Loser. Murderer. Pseudo. Oh yeah, get mad. Get madder. Let the voices take you. Voices, brat. Voices. Voices. Oh boy. Bubby, what's going on? Ah, no, Muragi-dine doesn't matter. Oh, okay, that was close. Let's put it back on single. There we go. Jeez. The charred dance floor was chocked with smoke. Tatsuya-kun stood in the center with slumped shoulders and let the water gushing from the sprinkler strike him. Sudo's sword thrust into the floor in front of me brought to mind a grave marker. In the rain, he was a solitary silhouette reminiscing on a lover long lost, long time ago. Lone shadow. He struck a desolate figure, something torn from a movie by that kind of title. Maybe the fury I caught glimpse of a moment ago had been a dream. The flames had already been extinguished, but no fire alarm had gone off. Had it not been installed, or was it turned off? Either way, it was a violation of the Fire Services Act. Sudo had escaped just before Tatsuya-kun's wooden sword could split his face in two. He'd vanished, as if sucked into a round patch of darkness that had opened in midair. For a long time after that, Tatsuya-kun stood, shocked still. I watched him. We were both soaked from head to toe. At last, his head still bowed, he pulled the sword Sudo left behind and murmured, subdued, "What was your brother's name?" Takuya. If he had lived, he would be about your age. And I asked when he died. It was a sweltering summer night 10 years ago. August blah blah blah. On the ground of the shrine of Rengedai. I found him. Sudo had just thrown Takuya's head into an underbrush and was about to run away. And that's the day. How could this be? Tatsuya-kun faced me with a look like he wished he'd be anywhere but here. The golden retriever that Takuya and I kept when we were kids had often had that luck when our mom got mad at him. But this kid could never be someone's pet dog. He was more like a wounded lion who would remove himself from the pride. The only people who ever believed me when I said I saw Sudo's face were your father and one other police officer. Your father promised me that he'd arrest Sudo. 3 days after that, your father was discharged for accepting bribes. Reportedly, he had accepted multiple bribes in compensation for disclosing investigation info to organized crime groups. It's complete bullshit. Your father had been set up by Sudo's father. And another police officer, his partner, betrayed him. Damn it. There's no stopping it now. This wasn't my short story to share. But it wasn't fair to get him to tell me everything if I didn't spill my guts too. Whatever burden this kid was carrying, I wanted to share it. I couldn't help but feel like he didn't. That if I didn't, he'd end up falling into a bottomless hell. I was sure he was barely keeping his balance on a very thin edge. Much like the blade he now had in his hand, there was no way it was okay for a teenage boy to make a face like that. But you know, it was only recently that I learned that myself. I always held a grudge against your dad. That's why I became a cop. I thought police weren't trustworthy. I'm sorry. Father was a fine police officer. Took responsibility for a crime he didn't commit to protect you, your brother, me, and his backstabbing friend from Pseudo. Must have killed him inside. Oh. Might have just made things worse. If I didn't have the silver key to open the door he had shut tight. I wager the only one who did was Maya Amano, but whether with a wire or whatever, I wanted to meddle anyway and pick that lock open. I'm so sorry. What Pseudo said was true. It was my fault your little brother died. At that point, I still had no concept whatsoever of the conscious size or palpable weight of the sins he had shouldered. To be continued. Welcome back. How was your trip? It was long, Igor. It was a very long trip. Please, man. What was all the dialogue? Perhaps you come to understand Master Tetsuya is suffering a hair more. I will keep the memory shard in my care, so in event you would like to review it, please let me know. I'm fine, Igor. Thank you. Did I keep that card I got? Did I not get it? I thought I got a card from that. Open door. Don't tell me it was a chance drop. Whatever. I'll go on for a bit more. Let me just... What's the needed charge? Anyway. What was I here for again? Right, Ulala. What can she use? Use Jack Frost. Agility. No, that's not good. Luck. Ugh. Star. Another agility. I can't give her an agility one. It's nice. Aqua, Aquas, Malaqua. Can I summon this? Agree. What can I get out of this? Soldier's manual. Is that a thing? I'll see what it is, but I don't want this. You can have that back. $15 per use. Getting costly. Increases strength, vitality, and agility. You can have that. Anyone else. Shacks didn't get you anything good. What do you give him? Yeah, cut him lower. Mars also can heal, but can't attack multiple enemies. Amada may be good. Empress. Yeah, Empress should be fine. Nemesis. I need 78 free cards. I can't get it right. Oh no, I can summon it. Right. That should be it for now. All right. Also, alright. I totally forgot why I was here, but I'm gonna fight another Joker, right? Sorry, I got mixed up with Outer Gods and lost track of time.
お前ら全員減退だ。
Zombie DJ.
言い訳なら書で聞こう。かわいそうにな。
ちょめちょめ完了。やるわよ、みんな。 ごめんなさい。
At the very least, I have enough healing for everyone. Wait, what's the... That's for Panther? It's been a while. There we go. Peace. Hey, wait. What? Identify yourself. Let him pass. Long time no see. So it was you at the sanitarium. Who is he? Young Bao, a low-life assassin. Assassin? What? Why was a guy like that at the police station? You're in the same business as we. If you're gonna arrest me, get him first. An assassin from Tien Tao Lane. He seems to have a connection with Baofu. He killed 25 of my men in Taiwan. I only kill one Japanese. It's unfair. Shut your face, young pal. Tell me what you know before you die. What's Tatsuzo planning? Come clean and I'll kill you painlessly. Come now, Baofu. You know I'd never agree to those terms. But I'll tell you this. I work with police and new Japanese government. Joker. Hunting is good for our relations. I'm tired of playing your games, young pal. Where are the people who've been abducted? No one else here besides the kitten we just hunted. If you want, I give Cat back. Noriko-chan, you okay? Drug working. Just calm kitten now. Before that, a tiger. We had trouble capturing her. You target too, weren't you, little miss? It's time for milk. It's about time for milk.
芹沢、天野、その崖から離れろ。
またでっかくなってる。
Huh. Good thing I got all this. Nah. Strategy. Maya. Ricard. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is not going to be good. I don't have any reviving items. Jeez, Katsuya. I'm fine with that, whatever. If I need to, I'll grind later. Still. Is she alright? Looks like she's just unconscious. Poor thing. Damn, he got away. Damn it! Oh, what he said true? What if it is? They're hunted in Taiwan for being impure. No matter how many are killed, people should be grateful. This is out of your jurisdiction. You don't have what it takes to handle this. Just back off, Suo. You're well versed in the inside information regarding the police and mafia. Who are you? What the hell is the matter with you two? We have to get her to the Velvet Room. Don't worry, you're no longer a joker. These people have saved you. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm... You gonna arrest Noriko? Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. We'll keep her under protective custody for the time being. Thank you. Oh, well, it seems that our by-the-books policeman is a softie after all. Huh, all that means is that the law can't adjudicate in this situation. You got your hands tied, Suo. There are many who need to be judged before her. Tatsuzo, the Mafia, and the traitors within the police force. I'll find the cancer. Ow. Katsuya Suo, right? I want to offer you information on your case. Meet at Aobak Park. What? Who are you? Sneak. Remember that. Sneak, you say? As in sneaky, huh? Sounds suspicious. What do you plan to do? Might be an informant close by to Tatsuzo. I want to try to meet him. Are you alright with that, Amano-kun? Eesh. Is it Aoba? Hey. This is Aoba Park. This is where I'm going. Or anything else, I want to check is the... Come on, I want to see what there is to be seen. Alright, but before I go there... Prison, no. Was that you, Mizaki? No. Where's my office? Where's my office? I think it's a Ring Gendai. Was it an Aoba? It is. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Mutation gear. Increases the persona's chance of mutation. Right. Then I'll equip this to you. Eesh. And I'll stop there. I know most of the stream was a bit muted, but I feel like we went through a lot with Tatsuya's segment. I was reading for a whole lot. We'll continue this next time. Until then, thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. That those who did, those who came by, thank you. But I'll leave it here. We'll pick this back up. And I'm actually looking forward to the extra scenarios we have. I'm not sure if I need to go somewhere to unlock them, but for now I'll leave that till next time. Till then, stay safe and peace.